Hey everyone, I'm back again, and today I'll be doing another review. Today I'll be reviewing the 1975 MG2 Mechagodzilla from Bandai. Here's the front of the box. Here is the side. Here is the back. The back has a lot of great graphics of Mechagodzilla. Here is the other side. Here is the top and the bottom. The bottom does show 7,200 yen. That's roughly around 75 bucks. Let's take a look at the figure. And here is the figure. Here's a little size comparison. Not really a big figure, but a really good size for your shelf. Let's first talk about the details and the sculpting and the paint. Very screen accurate. Bandai did a really good job on all the rivets everywhere. Very accurate paint job. You know, dark gray and silver. Looks really nice. I just like how it looks. It is kind of like a Chogokin. Or it is a Chogokin in a way. It's very heavy, made out of plastic and die cast. If you do look at the size of the Mechagodzilla on his right arm, there is an MG2. That means that this is the second Mechagodzilla in the second film of Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla. If you look at the back, the fins are done really nicely. The only bad thing about this Mechagodzilla on the back is that there are screw holes everywhere. You can see those holes right there on the legs. That's the only thing bad about this figure. I wish they, put in plastic plugs so you could just make it more flush so you don't see those screw holes. But everything else is, looks good. Let's first talk about the gimmicks. The mouth does open really nice. If you look at that, it does show the red metals. When you close it, it's very lined really good. On the back of Mechagodzilla, there is a little button, and when you press it, Mechagodzilla spins. That's a plus. They didn't need to do that, but it's nice that they did that. On the front of the figure, there's a little ledge where you push down, and behold, there's the laser that Mechagodzilla shoots out of his stomach. Very nice feature. Let's close that back. And that's probably it for all the gimmicks. There is one more thing. On Mechagodzilla's foot, there's a little thing, peg, where you pull out. And this is kind of like a little missile that Mechagodzilla shoots out. You can push it back in like that. And that's about it. Let's talk about the articulation of Mechagodzilla. And there's a lot of great articulation on this figure. The head does rotate 360 and does, show the form where he's shooting backwards in the movie. I like that a lot. And arms does rotate 360. There's another rotation on his arm right here that you can rotate. His elbows allow you to rotate 90 degrees, which is good. His arms can rotate 360 right there. His whole body can rotate 360. His legs can rotate up like that far and rotate back. There's also a little rotation on his knee. You can also spin it 360 right here. The leg is on a ball joint, so it's very posable. So you could turn it to the right, turn it to the left, move it up and down a little bit, and that's about it. For the articulation for the tail, you can move it down like this far. There's a little hinge that you can push back up like that. It does move from left to right a little bit, which is nice. So let's talk about the accessory and the modes that Mechagodzilla have. The first mode is the standing mode. The second mode, it's where he is flying. Also, the good thing about this mode is that the mouth still opens, and there's a peg on the back, so where you can put it. You also see the robotic mode, which Godzilla pulls his head off. You can see the innards of the head of the Mechagodzilla. Also includes two hands. These are the hands where Mechagodzilla fires his missiles off his hands already. You wonder what this is. This is space titanium. It's pretty heavy. It's a metal piece, and it's a plus that they included this in the whole figure. Bandai did a really good job in having that with this figure. Let's show you another mode where his head comes off. This is a mode where Godzilla pulls his head off, and that's a plus that they had this mode too. Let's put this back on. The reason why it came off so easy is because the joint is very hard. pull out. So I had to pull it early before putting in the video. So let's pop in the flying mode head on the back. And let's move his arms back. Move his legs up a little bit. And the tail, you push it down. And this is the flying mode for Mechagodzilla. Very nice. I wouldn't display him like this, but I'll probably display him with the, the standing mode. Really, I like the standing mode a lot better. But the more modes, the better. So let's pull his head off. Let's pop the robot mode on top, and there we go. You got the robot mode, which is really nice. All the modes, all the heads spin when you push this button, which is a plus. The only bad thing about these modes is that I wish they really allow you just to pull the head off and have this robot mode inside of it. That would be much cooler. But you can't get what you want. Also, the negative thing about this Mechagodzilla is that it doesn't have any LEDs. I wish it had it so it lights up right here, and when you pull this down on his chest, the laser lights up in the middle. That would be nicer that Bandai did that. But everything else is really good. This figure is very affordable, and it's made out of really good qualities, metal and plastic, which is good quality figure. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you have any questions, please put it on the comments, and I'll see you next time for another video.